And what was it like re-teaming with Jennifer?
I mean, it was a blast. We loved working together. I love working with her. She's a fantastic actress and a lot of fun to make a movie with. And so to do something completely different was, you know, just really exciting. And also just see her do something different and sort of push her into new territory was just really exciting.
This is obviously a very physical film.
Yes.
Were there any scenes that she was kind of nervous about shooting?
Sure, but you know, she definitely, you know, when she read the script, she had to make the decision of, listen, do I want to make this movie or not? And she knew that either I make it and I do what's in the movie, or I don't do it. I'm not going to take this movie on and then say, I'll do it, but just take all this other stuff out. But when she said she was going to do the movie, we started conversations right away so that we weren't going to be shy with each other about talking about it, and that we were both very clear and worked really hard together to make sure that all the moments really kind of married up with the narrative and with the themes of the story, and were done in sort of the best taste possible.
And there are lots of references to Putin in the book that this is based on.
Yep.
What was behind the decision to remove him from the film?
Well, there's two big things. One is I don't view it as a political film. I love the human story of it. The other idea was that I think as soon as you have an actor portraying somebody that's very well known within the world, I think it starts to feel like a very different kind of movie. And I think suddenly it would be very distracting to have that person who's playing that character, or have a character playing a person. And it would just feel like a different kind of film, and I wasn't interested in that. I was just interested in the human characters within the story.
And you presumably would get a lot of attention as well if you were kind of directing.
Yeah, and again, then it started. That's why I was saying it starts to feel political, and I just don't view the movie as a political film.
But it's been kind of edited, hasn't it, so that it can be a 15 here, or, you know, can
I
reach
did one little teeny change to the movie. I was asked if we could get the 15 here if I made one teeny little change, which I agreed to do. Had it been a bunch of changes throughout and it affected the whole feel of the movie, I would never have done it. But it was one little change in a scene with somebody getting choked with a garrote.
Yes, I remember that scene.
Yes.
And you've got lots of Russian accents here.
Yes.
How do you toe the line between them becoming kind of caricatures and being realistic? Because, you know, Russian accents sometimes can be.
Yeah, they can be. Russian accents can definitely be overdone. I mean, my idea was for everybody to have a hint of a Russian accent. So what we did was we actually went to our casting director, had them find, at first, Russian women who had lived in the States for a long time, so that just had the remnant of a Russian accent, but you could feel that it was very, very minimal. So we found somebody that we liked. We used that as a template, gave recordings of that to Jen, so Jen could work on the accent based on the real person. Then we did the same thing for the men, but we found kind of templates of people that had just the faintest hint left.
Did she have to do any ballet training as well? I know.
Yeah, she did about 4 months of ballet training for about 3 hours a day for 4 months.
For the tiny segment that you see.
Well, because, you know, you have to train. I mean, you know, we also had a dance double, Isabella Boylston, but, you know, she's been doing it since she's 6 years old or something, whereas Jen had 4 months to try and learn ballet. So she learned how to stand and get the posture and use her arms and use her fingers and get the kind of performance right, and, you know, exercise to open up the joints and all these kinds of things. And also she had to learn all the choreography as best as she could, because every shot that we did with Jen and with the double, and then we sort of married the two, so it's a combo of both throughout the sequence.
You belong to them. They'll never let you go.
I'll find a way.